Respected DG sir, beloved friend, Principal Secretary Education, Sri Burra Venkateshan Garu, my beloved colleague and the additional CP Traffic for Hyderabad City, Vishwaprasad Garu, the DCPs present here, Traffic, and of course the DCPs, DD and Women Safety, Professor Shobha, all the officers from Traffic Wing, and the officers from the Education Department, friends from media, and of course my dearest NSS volunteers, both girls and boys who are present here. So today marks a very important day in the traffic management of Hyderabad city, because a few weeks back the seed for this important and creative idea was sown when myself and dear friend Venkateshan Garu met in one of the meetings, informal meetings, where he has floated this idea that I've got 30,000 soldiers in the form of NSS in this city, of which 20,000 are the girl NSS volunteers and 10,000 the boys. So they are from I think from school level till post-graduation level. And he said, why don't we use them? Why don't we educate them first and then use them for traffic management? Because traffic is something which every one of us, every citizen in any city is affected. There is no person, even a beggar also, cannot be isolated from the traffic issue or the traffic problem. So every one of us as citizens of this city, right from the top most higher echelons to the last rung of the society, is affected by this. And not to speak of the infrastructure, the logistics and other things required to manage a city like this. I am not giving those statistics. That is known to everyone. But we have all the difficulties, but we have to manage despite that. To give one example, what Vishwaprasad was saying, our additional CP, that lane discipline. If there are lanes, then there will be lane discipline. There are no lanes, and the lanes, start and end in no time. So there is a very funny dialogue in Munna Bhai MBBS. "ए भाई ये कमरे शुरू होते ही खत्म हो गए." So that kind of thing. So the roads, you have wide roads, suddenly, after 200, not even maybe 200 meters, after 100 meters, then there is a religious structure in the center and it converges into a 4-lane road also will converge into 1 lane. So how difficult and how fair actually it is to, expect from citizens to stick to lane discipline. So there are infrastructure and then logistics problems for which we can't blame citizens. But yes, we can certainly make the citizens of this city aware of the dangers of not following even the basic issues, basic traffic issues, basic traffic rules and basic civic sense and traffic sense. So like overspeeding, triple riding, overloading of vehicles, cell phone driving, something which is, I think it's in the modern day world. If you go to any reasonably developed country, cell phone driving is something they'll look at as if is it a totally uncivilized population. Then of course we have other issues of in these areas of rich areas like Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, the nighttime races and the drunken driving, helmetless driving. Helmet is always a conundrum in this city. I don't know why. Helmet, we talk about, I was DCP traffic 20 years back. So we enforced it to an extent that we thought now, yes, it has come to stay. It has come to stay in the minds of people and they will never forget. But then in no time now, helmet. So sometimes, unfortunately, the government policies also. So they don't, ask the administration not to insist on certain traffic rules and issues like that. But together, because as I told in the beginning itself, traffic is something that affects every one of us. It affects the traffic police, the city police more, because we are in the driving seat of controlling things and then managing things for all of you, for all the citizens. And we are standing day and night on the roads, whether it is summer, whether it is winter, whether it is the rainy season where you have cloud bursts. But we are trying to do our best in coordination with all other departments, GHMC, HMDA. So within the available infrastructure, within the available logistics, within the given, all the weaknesses and the drawbacks that we have, still as a citizenry of the city together, if we learn to respect the road rules, some of the road rules, the problems would be much less, and things would be moving smoothly. I keep telling, a hallmark of a good traffic policing and traffic regulation is that the traffic should be continuously moving, no matter what speed. There should not be any hold up. It should be moving continuously. I mean, of course, not at the junctions where red light is there, but on the other areas, once it turns green, and then in the stretch, whatever, leading up to the next junction, it should be continuously moving. But we don't see that often because we have the illegal parkings on the roads. All the big hotels, I'm now going around, you must have seen also. So the permissions and the renewals for the hotels, restaurants, establishments, malls, they're given routinely, they are also renewed routinely. I'm now going around, and when I was in DCP traffic, I did all this, so taking a cue from that, I'm going around to see if they are following conditions. If there is an establishment, if they have certain area of operation, let's say 1,000 square meters, 40% of it should be for traffic, for parking, whether it is there. And if it's not there, then the people who visit those malls or restaurants or bars, pubs, etc., they spill over to the roads or the hospitals. We cannot have this situation. They should find, they're making money, they're making huge profits. They can make additional traffic space. Maybe they can hire from the neighboring commercial establishments. Nowadays, it's very the technology has come where they can build the parking complex, automated parking complexes in small areas of 400 yards, 500 yards, and then once it is done vertical, they can park any number of vehicles. We have to now think like that. It's not just doing lip service saying Vishwanagaram, the world city and all. We don't deserve that. We will be world city only if we are all as citizens, as the businessmen of this city, as the leading whatever tradesmen of this city. We can only call ourselves being part of world city if we follow all these things. So slowly, I think things would improve. We'll bring that sense of traffic sense in the minds of these people. Yes, we'll work towards that. And as a part of that, as I told you, my beloved friends in extending helping hand to me in the form of these very enthusiastic, very special NSS volunteers who are ready to their bit. And about 3 weeks back, we had a very huge meeting in Raj Bhavan organized by Venkateshan Garu, Education Secretary Garu. With all this, today of course there are only about 50-60 here present for this meeting, sir, but on that day there were about 500 volunteers present in that Raj Bhavan auditorium, where it was about 2 hours program. We addressed them, and then today we are here taking forward that idea, and from today the training starts. So the training for these boys and girls would be for a day. It will be on basic traffic regulation issues, and once the training is over, after 4-5 days, and they will all be now standing with us, giving a helping hand in regulating traffic. Of course, they will not be tasked with any tough duties or unwarranted duties like traffic enforcement or chasing and all. No, but what is important is, with these boys standing there, 30,000 volunteers would be taking part in this slowly. I mean, it takes time, but it will be. Just imagine these 30,000 people getting educated, and then the 30,000 families also get educated. Once these boys and girls stand on the road, see the situation, regulate traffic for themselves, back home I think they'll tell their fathers, they'll tell their mothers, particularly fathers, maybe brothers, maybe other siblings, that any violation on part of any one of them is very criminal, and it attracts these penalties. And also, it is not just criminal because the law says that it is also unfair and they don't deserve to be called as civilized people. So this kind of thing will change 30,000 families. First, that is the first advantage of that. And second, when the boys are standing, when these girls are standing, I think the violators also, there would be a change of mind. Certainly they would feel ashamed of. If I tell as a police officer, they may not be so ashamed of. They'll try to brush off and then forget. But if a girl standing there who has nothing to do with this traffic, and it's a non-remunerative job, it is pure social service, the national social service, and for which when they are standing, yes, certainly all the educated, uneducated, literate, semi-literate, they'll all be ashamed of, and we hope it will certainly bring some change through that also. Yes, this is certainly a landmark program, and in fact I always suggest that me and Venkateshan Garu should meet more often, because he has got such creative ideas, and I may not match with him, but I have some ideas, and then I have the drive to implement. So we'll be meeting more often and then trying to take these programs forward, sir. We started with that, and we have other things in mind, which my friend also, he himself would detail all those things. But today, I thank, of course, it's not vote of thanks, but in the middle, despite the busy schedule, when I just told our DGP, Sri Ravi Gupta sir, just yesterday, day before, of course, I just indicated to him, but yesterday evening I told about the exact program, and then he was ever ready to come, because, of course, sir has worked in city police in various capacities, and he knows the city. Now he is the head of the police force of Telangana state, and and he has always been a very, very great help to city police. And thank you, sir, for making to this program at a short notice, and we'll take it forward with your ideas also, and with the ideas given by the citizenry of this state. And thank you so much. Vishnu.